Up a little bit in the studio is Hannah Everhart, former American Idol contestant. Good morning and good to meet you. How are you?
Yes, sir. Good to meet you too. I'm doing wonderful.
You are well, I got to be careful how I put this. A unique package. I mean, I haven't seen.
You got to worry about what?
She's a unique package here.
She's
because
12.
Now, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Come on, you're 12. No, here's what I'm talking about. She appeared on American Idol with all the tension and everything else. I've never seen anybody, and I love that show. I watch it all the time, and The Voice and the other ones, who is more at ease or calm, and this is who I am, and if you like it, take it. If you don't like it, don't take it.
Yes, sir. That's me. I'll be that way through and through.
How did you prepare for this as far as American Idol is concerned?
I really didn't. It was a out of the blue type of thing. You know, I had a friend tell me, hey, they're auditioning in Mississippi. And so I was like, well, that's convenient. And so I signed up for it. And it wound up being a Zoom call, which was even more convenient because I could pretty much do it in my pajamas, in my home.
Yeah.
And so I did it and wound up turning out great. But I had not had any experience before I ever did it. So
you didn't sing in front of anybody before that?
No, sir. I sang in church once, and it took the Lord to get me through it. So,
how long have you been singing though by yourself?
I've been singing by myself since I was little. I remember doing karaoke at family events, singing Taylor Swift. I didn't sound good, but it was the thought that counted.
Who gave you some advice when they said, "Okay, Hannah, you're in. Come on." And then the nerves had to be kicking up a little bit.
Yes, sir, they were. I think they really didn't hit till I got there though, and I stood in front of them like the judges because I didn't think how true it was till I got in there, and then I don't remember nothing after I left out of that room because I sort of blacked out. You get your nerves take over so much. I don't know how I even stood up in there.
I think it's a little bit like if you have never gone to a major league stadium, baseball stadium. I mean, you come out of that tunnel and you go up and you look and everything just hits you.
Right.
And going through those doors and all of a sudden they're there, and you've got to perform. But you were so laid back. Katy Perry was taken back by you. Did you realize the similarities between your looks and how much you looked like Katy Perry?
I did once I heard it from 50 people, especially. Yeah. I mean, I heard it from producers before I even walked in the room.
But were you expecting them to notice that right away?
No, sir. I mean, I didn't even expect Katy Perry to notice, but she did. It was just, I mean, I carry that with me to this day. People still like, oh, you look like Katy Perry.
Yeah, you absolutely do. Were you satisfied with the song that you chose?
For the audition,
yeah.
I was. The reason why I went with Wayfaring Stranger, because it was comfortable. Me and my daddy have always sung it in the living room together.
They didn't like that, though, did they?
Well, no, but I mean, I'm glad they didn't, because I love At Last. I mean, Etta James is one of my idols, and so I was glad I got to sing that song and that I didn't completely kill it.
But for most people, come on, even 25, 30 years old, I would have taken a lot of people off to just dishevel them. They would have been off their kilter there, because stop, and you're thinking, okay, I just screwed up. But you handled it quite well.
Yes, sir. I just, I've watched it on YouTube, and I've seen people get stopped and how they react, and I don't know. I couldn't do nothing but laugh because I was so nervous, and I was like, "Oh, what happened?" I didn't know how to react, so I just did it in the moment. I mean, I didn't even know what I was saying in there because I was so nervous.
You go back and you look at the people in Mississippi who are following you, and that had to impress you, especially from Canton and your hometown area.
Yes, sir. I mean, I appreciate it so much. I still am grateful for it to this day, and I'm glad for all the people who support me, and I'm just glad that I can make some people proud and, inspire other young people from Mississippi to chase their dreams. So
now what's in the life of Hannah Everhart? What are you doing, and what's in the future?
Right now I am trying to write at least, and I just produced well, I didn't produce it. Clark Beckham did a cover album just for people to have something to listen to.
Good,
yes,
great.
sir.
Yeah.
I just released "Give You Blue." That's the first song out of that album. It's on all platforms.
Who wrote
and stuff. That's a song by Alan Stone. He's a very soulful singer. I kind of did a mix of country and soul and a little bit of blues because I think that's who describes me as an artist. Kind of that Chris Stapleton lane, you know? That's who I am as a female artist. But, yeah, and I'm just continuing to do music.
This appearance over the weekend is probably going to be the biggest since the American Idol.
Yes, sir, it is.
There's going to be a lot of people
It's a really
there.
big deal.
And you're playing with some not lightweights.
Yes, sir, I know. I got to get up there and play before them.
So you got Tyler Fair, and Corey Smith is incredible.
Yes, sir.
Have you met him before?
I have not met him. No, sir.
And of course, Adam Doliak is he's
sir.
red hot in Nashville. So
Oh, of course.
as is Tyler. So how do you prepare for that? I mean, you got a band with you, or they set that up, or what's the mechanism of that?
I have my own band, and the best way I can say that I prepare for it is knowing that I know everything and, you know, performing in the shower like I'm performing on stage. That's the best way I can put it.
How many songs you going to have ready to go?
I'm going to have about, I'd say 9 songs.
Wow.
It's only it's about a 40-minute set, so.
So you're on for 40 minutes.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be the longest, isn't it?
Well, I do. That's about what I do when I do shows. Is about a 40
So you have been
minute
doing
set.
those shows at that length.
Yes, sir.
I got you. You got a schedule of where you are and where you're going to be outside this event here? Itinerary on the website somewhere, or where your shows are, or where you're going to be?
Not yet. I haven't had, you know, that all set up as far as that many at one time to set up an itinerary for all that. But I do let people know as soon as I hear about a show on my social media.
What's your review and your suggestion for me? We've had a lot of people from Mississippi. We had Trent Harmon, we had LaPortia, we had and also on The Voice we had a winner. We have a lot of people from Mississippi who have done quite well in that national competition. And as someone who's just recently come through that now, what's some suggestions that you have?
I say know who you are as an artist before you go on a show, and know what you want to sing, because once you represent yourself on national television, that's what people remember you as.
You're going to get branded that way.
You're going to get branded that way, yes, sir. So I say always know who you are, and, you know, it's okay to figure yourself out a little bit along the way, but at least know the gist of who you think you are as an artist and who you are as a person, too, because sticking to who you are is most important as well.
The mistakes that you made, any mistakes that you'd say, I wish I didn't do that?
I mean, I kind of wish I would have went on at a later time, just being as I would have more experience going on to the show.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's God's timing, and, you know, it did teach me experience on that show. I learned a lot about myself I didn't even know. So.
Well, it's one of the ones that I go back, and if you watch it on YouTube or just see some of the reruns, everybody's proud of you because you did such a great job. I got your song coming up. Tell me a little bit about this song and why you chose it to release it first.
I think because it was, I don't know, I love the tone of my voice because not many people have heard that side of my voice. Wrecking Ball had a little bit of that whispery type of tone, you know, but it wasn't like this, and I just think that it's real smooth.
Who's playing the guitar on here?
That is Austin Goodlow. He is a machine on the guitar. He is so groovy too. I aspire to play the guitar like him.
He is, I think, a machine.